everybody, welcome back to Losing Laura. I am so happy you're here. If this is your first time, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you. As a matter of fact, let me say a huge thank you, thank you, thank you. I want to thank each and every one of you who have over the last couple of weeks left me a comment, gave me encouragement, gave me tips, and all the different wonderful things you have said. I am so happy to know that there's other people out there that are along on the same OMAD journey that I'm on right now, are just trying to get started, are just trying to learn the process. I know it seems a little scary for some. I just talked to my mom and my sister yesterday and they were questioning me about it, but they're not ready yet. You know, it's really, when you finally get to that point of where you're ready and sick and tired, you're gonna do something, whether it's OMAD, keto, 1 meal a day, every other day, alternative eating, intermittent fasting. There's tons of things out there. You have to find what works for you. So far, this is working for me. So again, I just want to say thank you all from the bottom of my heart, because it literally gave me the motivation to do things this week that I hadn't been doing in the past. This is the whole reason I started this channel, was for accountability mainly. I know I have my daughter who's doing things with me, but at the same time, we can hold each other accountable, but at the same time, we can also drag each other down, which did happen this week. I'll get to that in a little bit. But I just want to tell you guys, when I'd wake up in the morning and I'd see a comment or I'd see how many views one of my videos had gotten over the last couple weeks, it just motivated me even more to say, you know what, Laura, there's people out there with you. Get up, let's hit the street and get a few miles in. We'll get to the exercise part in a few minutes too, because I crushed it this week and I'm really happy that I did it. Yes, I did. I know I was on vacation, so it was a little easier, but I did it. I said I was gonna try and I did it. Accomplished one thing, check. So anyways, again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, each and every one of you, no matter if it was a comment or a view or just watching and saying nothing and just being there and going, hey, this is somebody I might be able to relate to, because that's what we're all here for. We're in this journey together in many areas this time, whether it's weight loss or just in the world we live in, we're on a journey together. So let's jump in and see what happened for week 7. All right, guys. So last Monday, when I weighed in, I was 207.6. Today, when I weighed in, I was 205.2. So I've lost 2.4 pounds this week. Super ecstatic about it. Happy, happy, happy. I'm not sure if the extra mileage really helped that much or if it was just me trying to get back on track a little more. Either which way, or it might have been that I wasn't, now that I'm thinking about it, I wasn't working. Maybe that's what it had to do with. I'm getting a little more rest and a little more sleep. Maybe it's all of the above. Anyways, this week's weight loss was good, very good. So that puts me, for the 7 weeks, I am down a total of 22.6 pounds. I am so happy with that, guys. I can't even tell you. Each week I have had a loss, whether small or great. I've had a loss for the last 7 weeks, and that has never happened. Not even when I was on keto did I do that. So I'm happy with this. This is working for me. And for me to still be feeling this strong about it 7 weeks out, I'm going into week 8 right now. Hey, I'm going to keep on going. I want to see Wonderland first off. And then after that, I want to keep going, because it's been so long since I've been to my goal weight, many, many years. I'd like to get down to 160, 165 again. If I lose more than that, great, but I feel good about 160. So I'm inching there, I'm heading there, and I'm ecstatic about it. So I am going to give you a little overview of the food this week. I'm not going to bore you too much. I'll put a few pictures at the end, because I'm a boring person when it comes to food. I eat the same things over and over. But this past week was a little different because it was still cold here. And when it's cold and I get cold, I want comfort food. I want warm things. So this week I did a lot more carby things than I should have. I did a lot of mashed potatoes and rice and gravy and meat, things like that. So that wasn't the greatest, but it's starting to get a little warmer, and I'll probably get back to grilling outside again and doing more of my meat and vegetables. But I will say Monday, I believe it was Monday or Tuesday, I did harvest my first carrot harvest ever. And I actually made some carrots, which was with one of my meals. And I was like, I don't know, it felt so good to know that I grew this in my garden and I cooked it and ate my own food. It was amazing. So it's inspired me to try to do again some different things and some more carrots. I've gotten into canning, so I'm pressure canning and water bath canning. So carrots and potatoes I've been canning a lot of. So that's why I'm doing so many carrots. But anyhow, that's a whole different topic. So yes, back to food. I did a lot of like chilies and taco soup and rice and gravy and meat and mashed potatoes with meat and gravy. Just comfort foods for me. Those type foods I really enjoy. They're warm, they're filling, makes me feel good, and I sleep well with them. So that was the foods. Like I said, I'll put pics at the end. I didn't do a real well this week on taking a lot of pictures, but I did get a few. All right, so not finished with the food yet. Let me go back to the sabotaging part that my daughter and I are good about doing to one another. When we're on track and doing well, we do really well. But we have a tendency that when we've had bad days, for instance, this past weekend, she's a shift worker. So she works at one of the chemical plants, and Sunday and Monday were horrible days for her. Like she was slammed. She never got a break. She gets there at 6 a.m. and one day she didn't even get to eat lunch till 4:30 that afternoon. That's how busy they were. So this went on for 2 days straight. So by Tuesday morning, do y'all remember what Tuesday was? February 22nd of 2022. How many of y'all got caught up in the gimmick of the 2222? I did, because I got an email from my favorite restaurant saying, hey, come on in and have 3 tacos and a margarita for $22 for 2. So guess who texted real fast and said, hey, you've had a little rough patch here. Do you want to go to Gringo's tonight? Yeah, I did. So we went and we had tacos and margaritas, 2 for $22. That's what I'm talking about. We can be great for each other, but we can also be bad for each other. So, did do that, but it didn't hinder my weight loss. Thank goodness. But I did do that. And then one other thing got me this week. I'm not a big person to do Groupons. And last year, a friend of mine, this is must have been February or March of last year, now that I'm thinking about it, because she wanted to go to a local winery and do a tour and tasting. And I said, great. So we bought the we bought the Groupon, and something happened. Her and her husband couldn't go. So we decided we'd go at another date. Well, both of us apparently have forgotten about it. And I got an email last week saying, hey, your Groupon's going to expire on February 26th. And I went, oh, I forgot I even had that. So I called the people up. Yep, they still had openings for this past Saturday. Come on in. Yeah. We went and did a wine tour and a tasting. I keep saying I'm not doing alcohol, but then I keep finding myself doing alcohol. I'm not doing it every night, because I have done that in the past. Every night, a glass of wine or 2. I did that through the whole time we were flooded with Hurricane Harvey. So I can do it. I'm refusing to do it because I want the scale to move and I want this weight to come off. So 2 things this week that were not the greatest. We did the tour. I'll throw a few pictures of that at the end too. It was a blast, I'm not gonna lie, and they did have some very good wines. I was really shocked. They're right here in my back door. Never even heard of them and knew they were there. And again, like I said, I completely forgot about that Groupon. If I hadn't even gotten the email, that would have been a waste of money. But we went, we did it, it's over. Now we're moving on. So that was my food for this past week. Water intake, so much better. I've had a couple of y'all to remind me here and there, drink your water, and I appreciate that so much. I am doing much better on the water intake. I'm trying to keep a bottle with me. We went to my mom and dad's yesterday. They live about 100 miles away from my mom's birthday, which is tomorrow on the 1st. And I put 3 bottles of water in my backpack, along with, a few things I was taking to my dad's house. And I had my water, and I brought my tea bags with me and made me some tea while I was down there. So I had my fluids yesterday. I was really proud of myself. I'm trying to do much better, and I am succeeding so far. So water is great. It's coming along. I'm trying to get about 80 ounces a day in, and when I say that's a lot for me, guys, it really is a lot. This girl never drinks water. So I'm gone from 0 liquid for water to 60 to 80. That's a big improvement. So I'm getting there. As far as my exercise this week, I did make myself every morning get up and go walk 2 to 2.5 miles around my neighborhood. 6 days I did it. I did it from Monday through Saturday. And like I said, yesterday we went out of town, so I skipped a little bit there. But it made me feel so much better. I'm not gonna lie. It was cold. There was some mornings it was freezing, but I still got out there and did it. Just made myself go for it. And I'm feeling more like my old self when I used to run, 5-6 times a week, or travel and run. I'm feeling stronger. I can feel myself getting stronger. I even jogged a little bit a couple times this past week, jog, walk, to get back into running again because it's been so long. And I didn't have any pains. My knee didn't bother me, any of that stuff. So I'm like, I'm happy with this. It's working. Scale's coming down. I'm feeling stronger. I'm feeling better. Life is really good. So I'm happy with everything overall. I really am. I cannot complain in the least. So that's pretty much my whole wrap up this week. Week 7 was a success in my book. And I can't believe it's almost been 2 months that I've been doing this. The time is flying by, number 1. And number 2, the weight is coming off. So I am happy. This girl is ecstatic. So again, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed this short little video. And I will check in again next week, good, bad, or ugly, and let you know what has happened. I hope y'all all have a great week. Go out and spread some cheer, and I will see you next week. See y'all later. Bye.